battery negative terminal disconnected. I will charge that battery before we get started here. Alright, in here is the, let's see, we'll try to get you guys situated there. This is the ECM for the Cummins engine. Oh, the cat is here to visit too. So we have a couple plugs here. We have this, one of these is a, I believe this bottom one here is the Cummins wiring harness for the whole engine itself. So this one here controls all these different sensors, and this top one is the chassis one that connects up to the dashboard, which that one there eventually ends up here on the firewall. So we got to get them all disconnected there. Looks like it is a 4 millimeter Allen. It is cold and windy out here, so we're going to try to do this pretty quick. So this one is disconnected. Just take a quick look in here. Yep. Looks pretty good. Doesn't look like there's any corrosion or anything in there. And then this bottom one here, look at this top one. Top one's going to be a little different, or the bottom one. I believe the way I'd have to look up the wiring diagram for this ECM, but if you're troubleshooting the power, you want to look at the top plug. That's the one that you usually will have different issues with. Come on, you bugger. There's a couple sensors here too. I believe the bottom one is a crankshaft CPS, crankshaft position sensor. It's got teeth on there that are on the crank itself. Next one up, I think, is the I think it's for the valve, the camshaft, and then the top one here. This is an oil pressure. On the pickup trucks, this one's located over by the terminal. I don't know if that changes the part number or not. So I was kind of wondering, because my other issue is a bad oil pressure sensor or indication. Alright, let's get this out of here. Okay, man, a lot of corrosion on those. There we go. Alright, part number 4943134. So it is a different part number from what I got, but we shall see what happens. I'm taking a chance on it. The listing said it was pre-programmed, which is very funny, because what is it programmed to? Is it programmed to a Dodge pickup? Is it programmed? It said the listing was for Isb engine. I don't know if the Cummins and the pickups, if any of them even had an Isb designation on them. They could. I don't know. I am not a specialist. So it's going to take a while. I'm going to probably speed up this whole thing, because it does not like going in there. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's get the battery hooked back up. Woo. Sparky. Let's get connected here. Okay, it says error 5080. Insight detected some ECU or ROM booted. It must be recalibrated. So recalibrate. So, all right, our replacement has arrived. It is a same part number, but it is a newer serial number. So I am not sure what year truck it came off of, and it came from eBay. So some things to note on this. This is a shock mount. It is a plastic mounted with rubber. So you want to make sure that's in good condition. And one of these bolts down here, it's actually the one on the bottom, is a ground. So you can see in there there's corrosion. So we want to make sure we clean all that up. But I did find out too, it is much easier to install this with it off the engine, because this that bottom bolt down there is a little hard to get to. So all right, let's move to the inside without the cap. Come on. Let's see if our ECM is active. If it's not, on that gauge right there, it'll say no ECM. Alright, looks like it is connected. We do have a bunch of check engine lights on, but let's see if it starts with the current program. It does. Alright. So now what we need to do is just upload the old file into the computer again. So alright, we're looking good after the ECM swap. Except for our oil pressure. There's no way it's 70 psi. So we're going to have to look at changing that sensor out next. But everything else is looking good here. No fault codes.